Hey guys, what's up? So today we're back with another tier list, but this time we're not doing champion tier list, we're doing item shop tier list, and we're gonna keep the same format with my other tier list. And of course, a reminder, this is only my opinion, so don't take it personally. And we're gonna start off with Bulldozer. Dude, I really think this is one of the worst item shop, if not the worst item in the game. The only reason why you would get this, for example, maybe Barrack has increased health for the turret and it's really hard for you to kill them, then you will get Bulldozer. But if they don't increase the health of the turret or anything like that, it doesn't really matter. But it's very situational. You don't really get it. 90%, maybe even 95% of your games, you would never get this item. It is good in some cases, in very some cases, but in general, it's not as good as the other items. Cauterize. Okay, Cauterize is actually like the worst item in the game. I don't think it's that. I'm kidding. It's obviously S tier. Like if you compare Cauterize and Bulldozer, Cauterize is like always needed. You would normally get this item in like every game unless they have 0 support and 0 lifesteal. So this item is just god. This is like the best item in the game. Chronos, I would either put in A tier or maybe S tier actually. The only reason why I want to put Chronos in A tier is because it's kind of like you would normally get Chronos for like as a support. You don't normally get Chronos like, I don't know, for a flank or for a damage. In some cases you can get Chronos in damage or flank role, but Chronos is mostly like for tanks or especially supports. That's the only reason why I don't want to put it in S tier, because you don't normally get this unless you're a support or a tank. I think it's high A tier or low S tier. I'm gonna put it in S tier though. Deft Hands. Okay, this is also very situational item, but it's not as situational as Bulldozer, so I'm gonna put it like in C tier basically. If you're just having fun, you know, you're playing pubs, you're not playing ranked, this is a good item. You know, it's fun, you know, but the only scenario that I can think of that you would actually use this item, if you're playing healer Pip, if you're playing healer Grok. Other than that, if you play like a damage and for example Victor and you buy Deft Hands, it's kind of like, it's kind of meh. You don't really need it. It's good, like it sounds good. I can see why like new players like tend to buy this item because oh my god, reloading really fast, it must be really good, right? But if you've been playing the game for a long time, you would realize that this item is not that good. It's getting outclassed by the other items. Okay, Guardian, the new item. It's also very situational. It's only good for tanks, let's be honest. And even if you're playing a tank, you don't normally get it. It's the same with Deft Hands. It's like, you know, it's very good, but like, you would rather have something else. To be fair though, I don't really use it a lot, so I don't see the full potential of the Guardian, but I could be wrong here, but I'll put it in C tier. Haven. Okay, Haven is like, I would say A tier, especially because I'm a flank main. If I already got Cauterize, if I already have Resilience, I would normally go for like Haven or like Kill to Heal or something like that. Especially if they have a lot of like damage and like burst, Haven is definitely really good. Illuminate, of course, it's also very situational. I'm gonna put it in C tier, but of course it's really good for Invis people. That kind of sound weird. Obviously, if they have, you know, Strix and Sky and Saddies, obviously that's an S tier item. You would definitely get this. But if they don't, obviously you won't really get it. That's why it's very situational, because you don't normally get it. Kill to Heal. I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. All of the green items, all of these green items are probably gonna be like around B tier or like C tier. I'll be honest with you. They're very selfish items, I'll be honest. This is why they're not as good. You would normally have a support already, so you don't normally need to get this. The only reason why you would get this is because you play flank or if you don't have supports. I'm a flank main, so I usually get like life rip or kill to heal, but if I'm playing like a support or like, you know, tank, maybe even a damage, I don't normally get this. I would rather have like Cauterize Haven or Cauterize Nimble. The same with life rip. I'm gonna put life rip in B tier. It's basically the same with kill to heal. Master Riding, dude, that's an S tier. I'm not even kidding. If you're playing pubs, you don't really need Master Riding, but if you're like in higher elo, you definitely need this, especially if you're a tank or like a support. If you die, your teammates need you all the time. Example, you're playing as a support and you died, you definitely need to be back in the fight right away. It's the same with tanks. If you're a tank and you died, your teammate doesn't have a shield. In pubs, it's not really that good. I would probably put him in B, maybe even in C tier, but in higher elo, it's actually really good. Moral boost is the same with like Chronos, but I would prefer Chronos. It's very like supportive item. You can get it in other roles, but normally you would get moral boost in like a support, like like maybe a Grover, a Ying. If you're just having fun, you know, maybe like an Imani Dragon because you just want to use the Imani Dragon again. But the only scenario I would get this item if I'm a support. Nimble, I really want to put Nimble in like an S tier, but Nimble can actually be an S tier, but I don't think it's like as good as Cauterize. Like these are items over here. It's very basic. It basically makes you faster. It makes you run faster. You can basically get this in any role, but it's not like very needed. You don't always need it. That's why it's not S tier. I kind of want to put Rejuvenate in like in A, but I'll put it in B, dude. I don't really get Rejuvenate. The only reason why I would get Rejuvenate if I'm playing as a tank. If I'm playing damage, if I'm playing flank or support, I don't normally get Rejuvenate. You would normally just get Rejuvenate for a tank. That's why it's not as good as the other items. Resilience. Okay, Resilience is probably, this is actually my favorite item. This is my go-to item, especially as a flank main. But of course, it's not S tier because not everyone has CC. They don't always have roots. They don't have stuns. So I'm gonna put it in A tier. If they have a lot of CCs, you definitely need this item. The new veteran, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer this new veteran than the old veteran. If this is the old veteran, that's an easy D tier. If this is the old veteran, but the new veteran is actually, it can actually be useful. So I'm gonna put it in either B or maybe even A actually. But the thing is, I would rather have these other items than veteran. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in B tier. And of course, Wrecker. I'm gonna put Wrecker in C tier because it's also very situational. All of these C tier items are very situational. You don't always get them in your every games. Wrecker is really good if they have like 2 tanks or they just have a lot of shield and stuff like that. If they don't, of course you don't normally get it. So guys, do you guys agree with my tier list? Comment down below if you guys agree with me or not. And of course, just a reminder, this is only my opinion, so don't take it personally. Well, that's it for today guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.